Courtney Love is a controversial figure to say the least. She has no qualms about speaking her mind or picking fights with others. And one of her most prolific feuds was with none other than pop schoolgirl Gwen Stefani. Although it might slip people's minds nowadays, Gwen Stefani and Courtney Love actually do have some similarities. They both were blonde frontwomen of popular 90s groups, No Doubt and Hole, which would sometimes result in comparisons. However, Gwen and Courtney actually seemed to get along at first. They were photographed at events hanging out and having fun together. When it comes to public persona, even though they had some commonalities, they were pretty different. Gwen has always led with a style that is a bit lighter and upbeat. Although she was very capable of rocking out, it had a certain gloss to it. In contrast to Courtney, who gained a reputation for being reckless and not as concerned with a wide appealing image or public perception. In August of 2004, Love would take a direct diss at Gwen in 17 magazine. Being famous is just like being in high school, but I'm not interested in being the cheerleader. I'm not interested in being Gwen Stefani. She's the cheerleader. And I'm out in the smoker's shed, and plenty of you are out there in the smoker's shed too. When it comes to rock and roll, it's just like high school. Gwen did not take kindly to the cheerleader comment, especially since it was obviously being used as an insult. Gwen spoke about the diss and what eventually resulted in Hollaback Girl. You know, someone one time called me a cheerleader negatively, she said, and I've never been a cheerleader. So I was like, okay, you want me to be a cheerleader? Well, I will be one then, and I'll rule the whole world, just you watch me. On Hollaback Girl, Gwen would reclaim the cheerleader remark, basically saying that she is the leader of the cheer squad.
I would describe the term Hollaback Girl as basically someone who is going to be like going back at somebody that's coming at them. And it could be, I guess, in a bad way or a good way, but the way that I use it, like, I wouldn't be that person. I'm above that kind of thing.
She is not the girl that hollers back. Thematically, it also purposefully calls upon high school themes, with lyrics like, "That's right, put your pom-poms down, getting everybody fired up." And other on-the-nose lyrics like, "So that's right dude, meet me at the bleachers, no principals, no student teachers. Both of us want to be the winner, but there can only be one." Outside of the retaliation lyrics against Courtney, Hollaback Girl is a very individualistic song, and I can't imagine anyone else besides Gwen being able to pull the song off. Hollaback Girl is not one of those songs that could have been passed through the pop machine until it lands with the right artist. It is drenched in Gwen's quirks and eccentricities, and it's one of the weirdest yet pleasant diss tracks ever made. I mean, she literally spells bananas in this song 4 times letter by letter and somehow makes it work.
I don't think I ever imagined that me being a dyslexic girl that doesn't spell would teach the entire world how to spell bananas.
A lot of credit goes to the Neptunes as well, who co-wrote and produced this track. The production is as equally alluring as Gwen's eccentricities laced into the track. Sonically, the track draws from 80s hip-hop and dance music, and has instrumentation that imitates a marching band. In addition, Gwen's own vocal delivery mimics a cheerleading chant. It is indisputably one of the most known pop diss tracks ever made, arguably the most popular. It's a manifesto of campiness. There's something contrastingly daring about Hollaback Girl that not many diss tracks take to. Diss tracks are usually filled with venomous attacks aimed back at the perpetrator, but rarely does a diss track become and own the diss that was thrown at them. Needless to say, Hollaback Girl became a massive hit, blasting to top positions all around the globe, lighting the fire under Gwen's solo career. It remains Gwen's signature song and only #1 hit in the States. Courtney Love would later take several jabs at Gwen throughout the years. In April of 2010, Love claimed on Howard Stern's radio show that she slept with Stefani's then husband, Gavin Rossdale, while the couple was dating. In 2013, Courtney attributed all of Gwen's success to her ex-husband Gavin Rossdale, saying, "Funny thing, you know, I would have never really bet on Gwen, not back in the day. Her empire of a clothing line, Lamb." She then says of Stefani's ex-husband, "His band never did that well, but he is very, very smart. He runs the Gwen show, that's him. He runs the clothing line. He built that up. He has nothing else to do." Gwen never responded or paid her any mind. and she left it on a high note with Hollaback Girl. When reflecting on the song and creation of her album in 2019, Gwen said, "I think it was the perfect song to represent what I wanted to achieve musically. It made sense that it was with Pharrell, because he was the first person who I worked with outside of No Doubt." Aside from the Courtney beef, Pharrell also revealed that Hollaback Girl was inspired by none other than modeling legend Naomi Campbell. When someone was trying to speak to her, Naomi simply told them, "I'm sorry, I have a name. I ain't no Hollaback Girl." Despite the initial drama with Courtney Love, Hollaback Girl is a 2000s milestone that pushed Gwen further into cultural ubiquity.